everybody, welcome to another stream. We had some incidences yesterday with, of course, broadcasting yesterday. My internet speed was all messed up, so hopefully I got that fixed up now. We're just going to check to make sure my sound level is working. Okay. So instead of continuing off where I left off yesterday with, I shot for about an hour yesterday morning. But apparently you guys only saw about 41 seconds of it. So I decided instead of continuing where I left off yesterday, I am just going to start fresh, start new. And so we're going to do a free mode map, just a random map. We're start here in Madison with $3 million. We're going to have one competitor. Their AI level is going to be normal because they're really just the same at any level, really. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave Snowfall off, of course, because in the south side of the map, it isn't going to affect us anyway. So we'll get into that.
Are you a man or a mouse? This is no time to hesitate.
Right. Okay. So this is where we're going to choose
Why
our
should we?
character.
Sometimes I think about giving everything up and dedicating my life to poetry. How about you?
50% more expensive auctions. Ooh. The thing about that is I don't really do a lot of auctions, but able to buy talents factory without an
Let's
auction.
go. Time is money.
Totally clueless. These are... What was I saying?
Maintenance buildings are free. That's kind of handy. Engines are 70% cheaper. Upgrading businesses cost 70% more, which, yeah. Repairs are 15% slower.
My colleagues simply don't have what it takes.
I don't like her to begin with, so we're probably not going to go with her. 15% more income from passengers and mail. That's fine.
I certainly won't disappoint you. Care to take...
Your search is
I'll go
over.
with the general.
You found...
We will run with the general. He's got a pretty snappy looking uniform.
Your company has been founded
All right.
and your task list created. You
So-
have one competitor in this scenario.
We got Rock Island and Madison. So what we're going to do is, first things we're going to do, set up our train stations. Alright, so we got 2 train stations. We got no commodities or anything underneath there. So we're going to go to the track tool. And we'll run this line. Platform 4 to platform 4. I believe that will do. We got one bridge. Let's get rid of that, because I don't think we need that. And 2% grade, that's fine. Train will run a little slower at the beginning, but when we upgrade our train, it'll work itself out. So well, let's get this double tracked. This is definitely working a lot better because I can already tell we're not dropping frames like we were yesterday. For some reason, I had something downloaded that was restricting my computer's upload speed. And it was definitely my computer because I phoned my internet provider and they told me to try a speed test on my phone, just connected to the Wi-Fi, and the phone was normal. It was going. The upload speed was, what it should be for, your iPhone or whatever, right? But the computer was down to less than 1 megabyte per second, and the phone was still up about 11. So it definitely made things interesting. All right, so we got one train going. We got a second train going because why not? So now we got to talk about industries. We got 2 of the first starting industries to be supplied there. So we're going to go ahead and make this the brewery. And put it there. And we need a meat factory over here in Rock Island. I like to make it a way... I don't want to put it here, because then I won't be able to use these tracks. So let's put it over here, beside the existing track. And now what we'll do is we will now supply the industry with freight. I think what we'll do is come around here. Yeah, come in like that. And use this platform. And because I like double tracking, I will double track this right around. I like to double track everything because if I decide to tie in another thing into this line, then it works out. So we'll set up the signals. I want to do that one? Alright, fine, I'll do that one. And I'll do a supply tower up there. You could do a supply tower back here. Just get all 4 of them, but I already have a supply tower there, so. So let's set up that line right now. And that will get wheat into the brewery. Clone that train. There's 2 of them right into Madison. And we are going to... Just debating whether I should tie that into... No, I'll go into... This way into Rock Island. Okay. So we can do that. Maybe it might work out this way. Might work out well. I'm going to bring it basically here. I want to drink this out a little bit more. Put there. That should do it. We're going to get rid of these tunnels. Get rid of the tunnel. Get rid of the bridge. We don't need the bridge. 4%, 6%. 8%. That's fine. Train will be a little slow, but again, once we upgrade the trains and stuff, it'll fix itself. So let's do that. Once the trains get upgraded, it'll run very smoothly. And I'll tie that into there, that way it's not 2 trains going on that bend. I don't think it'll cause a problem, but I'd rather not find out the hard way. So let's set that up. We got a supply tower over there. Let's put one here, and we'll put one here. Alright, so we got the cows going. And that will provide for the meat. And that's the only thing it will do, is it will provide for the meat industry, and that's it. It won't provide, well, I mean, it will provide food with the meat, but it doesn't provide milk or anything. And I'll clone that train because I like to have 2 trains bringing in stuff like that. We have 2 trains.
So, what is a steam engine? Let's play dumb and say a steam engine is primarily a big, round, black room.
Okay. Moving on for him. So our next plan is to basically, we're going to have to decide which city we're going to expand into next. Houston would be a great one for another brewery. But I like to expand pretty quickly because the extra money will help. But if I expand into Winnemucca, we'll just do a cheap train station.
Another station? Progress is unstoppable.
And we will tie that into track 4, our platform 4. Yeah, I don't need that bridge. We'll just arc this down here. That'll work. Pull that. And of course we will double track that also. Alright, so got the signals on that. But before we do that, we want to make the signals the exact same direction as we got on the other line. You don't have to, just my personal preference. But if you wanted to, you can make a bypass for something. Just my personal preference. So we'll set up a train from there. And we will set up a train from here. And from here. There you go. Oh, my head is itchy today for some reason. Alright, so we got some research to do. Research the detonator, because that's all we have unlocked to research. Not a bad little startup we're doing. So if you're new to the stream, welcome. If you're coming back for another time, welcome back. Very much appreciate it. There's not much for logs around here, is there? That's way up here. That could be interesting. Logs will help grow a city. Right down here. What we could do is do a warehouse here. And bring everything through Winnemucca through that one platform to tie into all the cities. I think I like that idea. Question is, where do you put it? Because it's... oh, right there, I guess. Oh, I don't want to grab anything. Would it be better here? Near Santa Fe. What else is over there? Wheat. There's 2 corn, some logs, fruit, sugar over there. Got some sugar right here. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it here. And I will tie this into this platform. No bridges, no tunnels. Perfect. Double track this. Alright, so do that. Stick a supply tower about halfway. Okay, that works for that. Alright, so let's go in the warehouse here. Call that the southern warehouse. We'll do wheat, corn, logs. That's it for now. Now the fun part. Getting everything into the warehouse. So we'll take this, arc that into there. Because I want multiple trains, I will double track that. Now with the corn, I don't know if I will do a double train. I'll probably just stick to one. But I might tie something into this line. We'll see. Probably the sugar. When I do it, I'll probably tie it into the corn. Okay, so that's set up. Let's get our corn train going. And I'll start stocking up the shelves. And let's do our log train, our logs. And that will go into, that's gonna, okay, that's there. That will go into that platform. Don't need the bridge. Don't need the bridge, guys. 5%, that'll be fine. Should be fine. Now, double track here. I'm not going to worry about the signals all go in the same directions for this, for the different platforms and stuff. Just put them in. There we go. And now we will tie in the wheat. And we'll put the wheat in the same line. Just, angle this up here, like that.
It is much easier to get goods into the city thanks to your station.
Yeah, dog. Yep, okay. Alright, put that there. Looks good. And of course, we'll double track that again. Because I will double track almost everything. It's easier to do it now than to do it later. Least I find anyways. And I will put the supply tower, because every line needs a supply tower. And now we can set up these rails, or these trains. Put the logging train in there. And the wheat train. We will clone the wheat train. And we will also clone the log train. That will fill up very fast. That I will say. So what I'm thinking is, I'm going to bring out these. I may end up redoing some of these tracks. We'll see. What I'd like to do is do crossovers right across these. In fact, I am going to have to redo part of this line. So let's cut it off here. Then we can redo our signals later. So let's do that. Very well done. And the reason why I'm doing that is because now it will do, when the trains come into the warehouse, they'll use multiple lines on this side. They can use multiple platforms. Here I'm not too worried about because that's freight coming in. So let's tie this back into the line. I want to bring it in before the crossover. We'll redo all these signals. Did we eliminate the stop sign? Okay, let's do... No, I don't want that one. I want that one. For real. Okay, that should be fine now. We'll let that build up for a minute, for a little bit. Just gonna make this shit in there. Then we'll let our money build up for a little bit. But now if I want to also tie in another freight or passenger line, like if I wanted to tie in Detroit here, I can actually run it through here and it will pick, you know, whatever I can do whatever, tie it into whatever platform into the warehouse, and then it'll run through the warehouse and still be able to use this one line. And that's important. It will help you out so much later on. So we got Detroit. We could tie in Detroit, and then it would give us, I think that'll be our next one. We'll do that. We'll set that up. Well, it's a long way to get cows there. I hate the fact that they have a meat industry there. This would be so much better, easier for them if they were alcohol, but alcohol is unlocked yet, so that's an issue. But if we do it this way, then we have the entire southern part of the map. Most southern 4 cities. We'll definitely do Santa Fe. To Winnemucca, we did to the warehouse. We'll drag this. Oh, we can't. We cannot. Because we're too... Oh, maybe. Sometimes if you build those crossovers too close to the city, it won't let you do them. Not always, sometimes though. Sometimes. It's all about that little bubble, right? The red circle. So we got the crossovers there. New crossovers here. That would give us 2 platforms, so let's do that. I'm not going to worry about these ones just yet. I might use them for expanding elsewhere. Oh, right. These are 2 separate lines. But if I do a crossover for them, it will still... Because now the cow line can actually use the other platform too. So, and I actually reset him because reasons, I guess. But it is what it is. You do a crossover there too. I'm worried it's going to reset someone again. I'll probably reset this guy. Maybe not. But now these guys can come in down and use both those platforms, so it helps. Keeps trains from waiting too long. So I did a complete reset on him. He's coming back down. Okay. I don't know why I did that, but I did. It is what it is. Alright, I think we're ready to set up for some trains from the warehouse. Oh yeah, okay. So first line I'll set up is the warehouse all the way to Madison.
Invest a little in your train's reliability.
Yeah, buddy. I'll do the warehouse to Rock Island. No, wait for track clearance, that's fine. Way in Mildew, Winnemucca. Alright. That's all 3 set up. Get the new
Isn't
train.
technological progress a wonderful thing?
Now we wait for the money to come in. There we go. Like I said, this warehouse will fill up really fast. Speedometer for 26,000. What the hell? Jack the price up for Doc. Yeah, he's gonna leave it with us. All right.
You know what? Just take it. I don't want it anymore.
Sounds a little bitter. Actually, what I should do is tell those 3 trains to the cities to come use these 2 platforms. That's what I should do, but I'm hoping if I don't tell them, they'll figure it out on their own. Works in theory, but Alright, so low. Oh, we're still on 100,000. We will still have to wait. That is the unfortunate part about this. The waiting. Suitable freight. Where is that? So there's no demand for wheat there anymore. Probably because they're foreign beer, right? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to check out the signals first off. Okay, so this line we have to tie in there. This line into there. Does that look out? Yes, it does. Signals on that line. And what we're going to do is, instead of sending these guys to Madison, because obviously there's no demand there, so what we're going to do is get this guy. Instead of going to Madison, you're going to the warehouse. Same with this guy. Go to the warehouse and you don't go to Madison. Oh. It's pretty easy. Pretty simple. And what's this guy doing? Oh, he's going there now. Okay, well, whatever. That'll fix itself. He'll do the cycle and he'll come back and he'll fix itself. So I won't panic about that yet. Let's get the John Bull.
Choo! Excuse me, I got a bit carried away there.
It's the first train we get that has the fuel card. For wood or coal. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to set up bypasses for Rock Island. So we're going to go grab this guy. The signals there. Nope, signal up. I just have to be paused there. So let's grab this signal. There. Start these off. Excuse me. And let's pull that out. That one. We checked our. That looks good. On this parallel, of course. And tie it into there. Get our signals and just block them both up. And supply tower is there. I believe there is a supply tower on this side. Yeah, right there. Okay, so we probably don't need one here, but I'm going to put one anyways. And now, in theory, they should be using this as a bypass. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't.
Astounding! I wouldn't have thought this machine would have been capable of such speeds.
For example, that guy, right here. Minamuka, he's using the bypass. These guys should also. Let's see if he does. He does. Okay. So basically, if they don't need to stop at Rock Island, they should be using this bypass. That's the theory. I could do the same for Winnemucca, but right now I'll let my money build up because we are getting low. Oh, excuse me. So we'll check to see if there's any more demand for some other goods here while we're waiting. Nothing yet. All right. So one thing I like about the warehouses, you can actually tell if there's any of your cities have demands for new stuff because you can store everything in the warehouse. So if they're grayed out, then none of your cities that are connected to that warehouse have a demand for it. And that's basically how that works. Personally, I like to keep manufactured goods out of it, like the beer and the meat. I like to keep that with my keep that trading between the two cities instead. But when you get the game, it's your game. Do what you want with it. Do what you want with it. You won't use it this time probably, but we'll probably use it next time. That's fine. Board shopping? Okay, you're going back that way. I want to try and get more trains using the top two platforms because I do. You would be perfect for it. Platform. Warehouse. Use platform 2, please. Thank you. I can show you the crossovers. So he will automatically just come in. Train. Switch the track over. He will plop right back into platform 2. Where no one else is. No one else is using that platform. And he'll go back empty. Once he's being serviced. Get that research going. I want to switch them all over. This guy, yeah. Warehouse, use platform 2. This guy will actually wait. One of these guys will actually wait until he's cleared. Because there's a signal built into the station. Which is kind of nice. That way you don't have to worry about people going into, head on. Which sometimes they do anyways, because they're stupid. Taking a little wheat to medicine. Alright, so let's get into expanding again. So we got the crossovers here in Winnemucca. So if I go into Houston, I can tie that track right into this platform here. And he will use, and I can still go to wherever. To all these cities back here. So let's do that. Let's use a small train station for Houston. We can we're gonna expand that later. So we'll take the line. We'll tie it in here, and then we will. Wants to build a tunnel. Why does it want to build a tunnel? No, okay, let's go around. Let's drag that out here. Out of that bridge. We don't need that. Not for 3%. 1% bridge? No, we don't need it. That's better. It's bendy as heck, but hey, it works. Let's do double track it from here. The only downside is to this right now is we won't be able to. Actually, no, we can fix that. It's the warehouse train that will be. We'll have to do some creative thinking on it. It's doable. It is doable. So we'll go back down to here. And we'll tie that to that. And the supply tower here. So now with this, what we can do is take this track, parallel up to that point, and we simply tie it into here. Bada bing, bada boom. And we're running out of money again. So we'll do that, tie it to here. Do that. And the supply tower there, so I'll have to redo the blocks to there. And that should do that. Don't want trains stopping part way, so that'll do. Okay, good. And now, before we get too crazy, we're going to set up the warehouse to Houston. Hang on, let's use platform 1 for you, buddy. A lot of money build up, and we'll do a passenger train from Houston to Winnemucca.
Invest a little in your train's reliability.
There we go. All right. Put this piece of paper in the drawer. Whoopsies. Not that you guys can see it. Actually, that one can go in the garbage. All right. So if they develop a taste for milk all of a sudden, that is a long trek to the warehouse. And milk is not wanted yet. sugar is. Cotton. I can start loading that up with sugar. I don't want to load it up with cotton. What I might do is set up Houston for cotton. Or for the textures. More wheat here. Corn. Oh, Mills milk up here. Okay. While we can, let's put in 15 shares into food. In theory, when we do people sell food items in the cities, I will get a chunk of it, but that's the theory. I don't think we're ready for another expansion just yet. Though right now I wouldn't mind getting some of these commodities in there. Specifically like the sugar, because the sugar is one of those ones that everyone will use. So let's just try to sneak it in.
I know the problem. Those damned hot water pumps.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a problem. I'm sure that is the problem. Yeah. Oh boy. I'm on track too. Don't like my trains going off the edge of the map there. That's just disaster waiting to happen. 10%. Ooh, man. That is one steep grade right there. But can I do? I can't afford to double track it right now, but we'll set it up. Okay. The other thing we could have done is I could have tied it into here, but alright, set that up. And we will do the signals. Here we go. Block that up. Boom. 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 Yeah, put a supply tower. And then now we're broke. Now we're broke. Oh, there's no supply tower on that line. Whoops. That took you a long time to get there. Okay, well, let's do it this way then. It's just 229. Hate doing these bonds, but sometimes they're necessary. I do not want a train to break down. Got it set up. And that'll do for sugar. And I am going to do something that I don't really want to do, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay, take a track, tie it into the top one, like so. Take this top one. Right into Santa Fe. That. Of course we can't right now, but hey, you know. No, we don't want the cover cab. Don't need it. Don't want it. No, I wouldn't mind it, but I don't have the money. Doc Murphy wins the cover cab. Alright, good job. We lost money there suddenly. I did see that game. I did see it.
Invest a little in your train's reliability.
Probably because the train broke down. Okay. Alright, so let's do that. Let's build that. We need one track for this. And we're only going to run one train through here, so that's fine. And get a supply depot on there. Boom, boom. That's it. That's all we're doing. Let us take in. Problem is, by taking beer, every city is going to bring beer there. But in theory, all the meat, there's going to be a lot of places that won't bring, that will take beer out. So that might work out. I believe that's going to be about 16,000 for. So every time this train comes in there, it's going to be 16,000. Okay, we'll do the North America.
Isn't technological progress a
Usually
wonderful
I skip
thing?
This one, but there's the Dunham, which I get right away here, is going to be a little better, but so let's get that built up. And these guys should be taken care of now. And the other thing I could do too, because I got this set up the way I do, I could take one of these wheat trains that are coming in and actually send them straight into Santa Fe. No, I can't. No, I can't. Because they'll never get turned around here. Oh no, they're stopping to the warehouse and come around. So they could. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Sawyer Crane or Tucson. No, thank you. I don't think Tucson's anywhere near me. Oh, it's up here. I should have bought that. It'll be right there. It'll be handy. What's a bit handy? Oh well. Warehouse want milk yet? Yeah, they do. Now when they want vegetables. Okay, so... Okay, this could be interesting. So do I bring in vegetables or do I bring in milk? That is the question. Do you bring in vegetables or do you bring in milk? Because I only got one slot for one more thing. Let's do vegetables. It's food. It's food. In theory, we should get a kick out of it, or a piece of it. In theory. In theory. So let's get our vegetable line set up. So let's do this way. Get this line going. And tie it here. See what we can double lane that one. Okay. Wait for the money to come in. Set that up. Good thing signals are free. I'll do one here. Okay. And now everyone will get their vegetables. So now our warehouse is pretty busy, pretty busy.
Isn't technological progress a wonderful thing?
Ride the train. all it's going to be. Back and forth. The downside is he might grab logs and bring it back.
Too long intervals between maintenance, poor quality fuel, incompetent staff.
And apparently I apologize for that, guys. I don't know what the hell happened there. I somehow got put onto another window there. Wow, okay. I'll have to Wonder how long I was on that window for. I apologize. I must have clicked something by accident. I apologize, guys. I do. I really do. So we're gonna continue. Think we're gonna finally get into Detroit. Just let our money build up a little bit more. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, okay.
Another station? Progress is unstoppable.
So we will tie this into there. Don't need a stupid bridge. There we go. Don't need a tunnel either. Where are you building the tunnel? I see. Yep. That's the one issue I have with this game. It likes to build just random. I saw the 10%. There it is. It's windy, but it'll work. Put that in. Yeah, I still did that bridge there. Okay, well. Yeah, fine. I'm gonna do it that way because the bridge has a bend in it. Silly track tool. Oh well. We'll deal with it. That going. Supply tower in there. Alright. So now we're gonna set up one rail from Detroit. It'll be a passenger line, but Detroit to Madison. And actually, because we did this crossover, I can do this. And we can supply Detroit with cows. I don't know if they'll take... You probably will have to go through the station here, but that should be okay.
I know the problem. Those damned hot water pumps.
Oh, just random breakdowns. Okay, so we need a warehouse. We need a line from the warehouse to Detroit. That's what we need. So I'm hoping it'll take beer out of the warehouse. I don't want that stockpiling fully. I want it coming out too, so. Don't have much wheat. Probably because our wheat trains are coming in from such a long distance. But we could tie in another wheat source, could we? Is there another wheat source? Okay, no, there isn't. What we could do is take this. We have two trains on that one. Well, gonna make a third. Now, what we could do is take this. How much will it cost to upgrade? 60,000, not bad. I don't have enough room to do a crossover, so we'll just tie it in like that. This one I can do a crossover on, so I can crossover. Tie that in. So in theory, these trains, I mean, they could use the second platform to go around, but they probably won't. Fortunately. The other option is to check the signals. So they're all going the same direction. They are. That's that way. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a bulldozer. And we're going to clean this up. Right there. We are going to do a bypass. Through the woods. Through the woods. Can't do a bypass. Okay, so scrap that idea. Let's do it from here. And if I get this right, the bottom one should go into here. Screw your bridge. Alright. Beyond the bypass. Lock it up with signals. There we go. Oh, there we go. That'll help that train out too. Filling up with oil. So the trains are moving. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. I think today has been a productive day. Obviously, I got my internet seems to be working as it should. It definitely gave me some trouble yesterday, so I'm going to end the stream there. I will probably be doing this a little more often. Hopefully, more in the weekends. Unfortunately, next week I am on call with work, so I probably will not be...
Invest a little in your train's reliability.
Excuse me, Doc. But probably won't be streaming next week, but we'll see. It depends on how busy it is at work. So, until next time, guys, keep your stick on the ice. Don't drink and drive. We're out.